sometimes you have to break down in order to break through. Now, when you are in that position, the great thing is the funnel becomes more narrow, so your decisions and the actions that you take sometimes become more apparent and specific. And when I sort of like first wrote down that title, I was trying to think of what could I give you as a breakdown of mine, of which there have been many. And I kind of went back to, let's go back with one of my very first. So we're going to go back to when I was 17 years old, which was a significant time ago. And I'd basically got a job where I was doing amazing and I was doing an incredible job. And I was convinced the company that I was working for would absolutely never want to let me go because I was the first in, I was the last out. I was running all around the country, working more hours than I think anybody could even find to work. And I made the decision that it was time for them to give me a pay rise. And my salary at the time was about £6,000 a year. Goes to show how old I am now. And I basically applied for a job which was £7,000 a year and got it. And I was convinced that when I went back to my original company and said, right, this is the deal, I need a pay rise and this is what I want because I've already been offered this with someone else, that they would match it. And to my surprise, they told me, go ahead and go and work for that other company. And I was like mind blown at the moment. It turned out that was a really good company to work for, and I stayed there for 9 years and I was exceedingly successful and made a lot of money. But I had to go through that process. I was absolutely really upset that my original company did not want to keep me. And as I say, sometimes you just have to start to put the building blocks in processes to go somewhere else. And then when it's time to jump, do it. It's incredible what sometimes is on the other side, and you'll be surprised that if it's not the best for you, how frequently you can come back to where you were and you're no way off in a worse place.